Hey guys, it's Next 70 here, and we are showing off my kuriboh deck file today. So, let's get this video started. Make sure you leave like that video. So I mentioned I want to see more content like this. Leave a comment. Double check. Leave a comment down below, and ring the bell that you know when a new video comes out. So, let's get started on it. I'm going to start on the spells and the monsters. And then the extra deck, of course, Asher. There's no traps in this deck because um there's no real traps yet, so yeah. Now this is one different kind of packages with Kurios and stuff. Does it, to make it work and stuff. And it works really well for what it does. I do love playing it whenever I do. So yeah. First card is 5-star Twilight. We won this at 3. Okay, trying to get that's it. Okay. It's a normal spell. If you only control, if a mon, not that. If the only monster you control is a level 5 monster, should be that monster has summon 5 monsters. One B, no, Cree Hispo. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure if I'm reading that right, but Cree B, Cree Boo, Cree Pa, and one Kuriboh. From hand, deck, or grave, and or grave, but they cannot be used for a tribute summon. You can only activate this once per turn. So you only activate this 5-star Twilight once per turn. So the next is Ready Fusion. I won this at 2. They're both normal spells. Pay 1,000 life points, special summon a level 6 or lower non-effective fusion monster from your extra deck, but it cannot attack, also destroy it during the end phase. This card is treated as a fusion summon. You can only activate one Ready Fusion a turn. Once per turn. Let's say. Next is one instant fusion. Normal spell. You can pay 1,000 life points to fusion summon a fusion monster, level 5 or lower fusion monster from your extra deck, but it cannot attack, destroy it during the end phase. This card is treated as a fusion summon. You can only activate one instant fusion per turn. And then we got Jack in the Hand. We won this at 3. What this does is reveal 3 level 1 monsters with different names from your deck. Your opponent adds 1 card to their hand, and you add 1 card to your hand and shuffle your deck. Shuffle the third one into your deck. You can only activate 1 Jack in the Hand per turn. Usually on my choice for this, I do Kuribo, Reborn, and then Kuribo. Those are my three choices usually on this. Unless I already have Kuribo in my hand, then I do Career Kuribo. And that's the same if I have Kuribo Reborn or something like that. I do Career Kuribo. Because literally those are the three best choices for me to pick that I know of. There might be better choices in between that, but yeah. Next is one for one. One is at one. No spell, of course. Send one monster from the hand to graveyard, special summon one level one from hand or deck. Next is Fruit of Summoning Kuriboh. I won this at three. Fixing that up. It's a quick play spell. Add one Kuriboh or one Wing Kuriboh from your deck to your hand, or special summon one Kuriboh or one Wing Kuriboh from your deck. Next is Suspended Rings. I won this at one. It's a quick play spell. Send one Send to your graveyard one Wing Kuriboh on your side of the field, and two cards from your hand. Special summon one Wing Kuriboh level 10 from your hand or deck. Next is Multiply. I won this at three. Square Face Spell, tribute one face up Kuriboh, plus summon as many Kuriboh's tokens. Being Dark level 1, 300 attack, 200 defense as possible in the defense system. Those tokens cannot be used for Shruti Summon. Next is Skill Brown Magician. Still hate the way how they changed his name, but yeah. I won this at 2. He's a Oh, and these are the monsters. That's it. Um, he is a level 4 dark attribute spellcaster effect, 300 attack, 200 defense. And what he does is each time a spell is activated, place a spell counter on this card when that spell resolves. Maximum 3. You can remove one spell counter from this card to activate one of these effects. This card gains 1500 attack and it increases the level by 1. Add one Kuriboh monster or one multiply from your deck or graveyard to your hand. You can only use this effect of Skill Brown Magician once per turn. Next is Ring Kuriboh level 10. It's a light level 10 monster, 300 attack, 200 defense. Very effective. I know this card probably doesn't look in the greatest shape to you guys. is not. I've tried to keep in relationship as best as I can back when I was a kid and stuff, but I didn't do that great on that one. Um, this card cannot be. No one's ever said this card must be cannot be special summoned except by the effect of ascended wings by stripping this card base up on your side of the field. Destroy all face-up attack resistance monster on your opponent's side of the field, and inflict damage to your opponent's life points equal to the combined original attack of those monsters. Destroy monsters. You can only activate this effect during your opponent's battle phase. Now we could win this at two, because I do have a second one, but I choose not to because don't really want to one another one of it right now. Um, Next is Kuriboh Babylon. We won this at 3. It's a Dark Astro attribute and type. Level 5 Fiend effect. 1500 attack, 1000 defense. What this does is gain 300 attack and defense for each Kuriboh you control and in your graveyard. You can only use each of the following effects of Kuriboh Babylon and once, only once that turn. If this card is special, if you have more monsters in your graveyard than your opponent, you can special summon this card from your hand. During main phase or battle phase, you can return this card to your hand. Oh no, wait. During your main phase or battle phase. You can return this card to your hand. And if you do, special summon 5 Kuriboh Brothers. Well, special summon 5 monsters, which is literally Kuriboh. Okay. Kuriboh, Kuriboh, and Kurib. No, wait, that is Kuriboh. Is Kurib bad? I'm not exactly sure on verse 1. From your hand or in our graveyard and attack resistance. Next is Bandit Kuriboh. We won this at 3. Well, I won at 3, I would say, but you get what I mean. It has 1000 attack, 700 defense, Dark Attribute level 3, Fiend effect, and what it does is during the end phase, if this card was normal summoned this turn, you can distribute this card. Activate the top 5 cards of your deck. You can add one activated spell or trap to your hand. Also send the remaining cards to the graveyard. Next is Creepy. I won this at 3. It's a level 1 Dark Attribute, Being Effect, 300 attack, 200 defense. This card is always treated as a Kuriboh card. When this card or another Kuriboh monster you control is destroyed by battle. You can add one spell trap from your deck to your hand that leases the kuriboh in its text. Don't know why this is spell trap because there's no such thing as a kuriboh trap yet. And if they're creating something for future things, I don't know when it's going to be created. You can only use this effect of kuriboh once per turn. Once per turn, when an opponent's monster declares attacks while you control another kuriboh monster, you can change the attack of all monsters you control to 0 until the end of this turn and negate the attack. Next is kuriboh. I won this at 3. It has 300 attack, 200 defense, dark attribute, level 1. This card is always treated as a kuriboh card. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can discard this card, add one kuriboh monster from your deck to your hand, except kuriboh. Once per turn, quick effect. You can discard one trap, then target one face monster your opponent controls. It loses 1500 attack till the end phase. Next, kuriboh. I'm not Jack. This is the one I'm not Jack. That's hard to name. One that's at 2. Has 300 attack, 200 defense. Being effect, dark attribute, level 1. This card is treated as a kuriboh card. When this card or another kuriboh monster you control is destroyed by battle, you can special summon one monster with 300 attack, 200 defense on your deck, except the Creep thing. Well, specifically this card, exactly. But yeah, you only use this effect of creeping once per turn. You distribute this card you control and one each of kuriboh, 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 and kuriboh from your hand and or field. Special summon one kuriboh Babylon from your deck, from hand, deck, or graveyard. Next is kuriboh. One that's at 2. It's a dark attribute, level 1, 300 attack, 200 defense, fiend effect. This card is always treated as a kuriboh card. Quick effect. You can discard this card, then target one kuriboh monster you control. It gains 1500 attack. You can distribute this card you control and one of each kuriboh, kuriboh, kuriboh from your hand and or deck or field and add one kuriboh Babylon from your deck or greater to your hand. And immediately after this card resolves, you can normal summon one fiend monster from your hand. is Kuriboh Reborn. I won this at 3. I really wish there was higher rarity to this one. I don't know there is. I haven't really looked him up in a while. It's a light attribute, level 1, 300 attack, 200 defense, being effect. At the end of the battle, you can discard this card. Then target one monster in your graveyard that was destroyed by battle. And sent to the graveyard this turn. Special summon it. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can banish this card from your grave. Then target any number of kuriboh's monsters in your graveyard. Special summon them. Next is Rainbow Kuriboh. I won this at 2. It's a light attribute level 1, 100 attack, 100 defense. A little bit different on the attack and defense on this one. Being effect. You can use each of the following effects of Rainbow Kuriboh once per turn. When opponent's monster declares attack, you can target the attacking monster, equip this card from your hand to that monster, it cannot attack. When an opponent's monster declares attack while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card, but bans it when it is revealed. Next is kuriboh. I won this at 3. It's a level 1 fairy effect, light attribute. During either player's turn, when an opponent activates a monster effect that would inflict damage, you discard this card, negate the activation. When your opponent monster declares a direct attack, you can banish this card from the graveyard. Draw one card, and if it's a monster, you can special summon it. Then change the attack target to it. You can only use this effect of kuriboh once per turn. Next is Wing Kuriboh. I won this at 3. And it's winking at you. Um, it's a light attribute, level 1, 300 attack, 200 defense. Barrier effect. After this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard from field to grave, reduce any battle damage its controller takes this turn to 0. And last card is for the main deck is Kuriboh. I won this at 3, of course. Dark attribute, level 1, being effect. 300 attack, 200 defense. During your opponent's turn, at damage calculations, you can discard this card. You can take no no battle damage for that battle. And now we got that. Okay, so let's first go over the fusion monsters I play this for the instant fusion target and ready fusion target. First thing is Practical. I don't know if I've read that right. It's a level 5 Earth attribute, Dinosaur Fusion. That turn attack, but turn defense. Doesn't do anything, it's just a normal monster. Next we got Ozomanite. Light attribute, level 5 Beast Fusion effect. Has 0 attack, 25 defense, takes 1 Ozama plus 1 Ozama monster. So literally just 2 Ozama monsters. Select up to 2 of your opponent's monster zones. The zones cannot be used. I won these both at 1. As well, instant visions at 1 and waiting vision. I mean, it's great when I get it. But there's not a high possibility I'm getting in this deck. Now let's go over the links. And this is a big link package for this deck. First is Link Kuriboh. I won this at 2. 300 attack. Dark attribute. Cyber Link effect. Link 1 takes 1 level 1 monster. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you contribute this card, saying that attacking monsters attack to 0 until the end of this turn. It discards in your graveyard. Quick effect. You can special summon 1 level. You you contribute 1 level 1 monster. Special summon this card. Sorry, tongue died. You can only use this effect of Ninkaribo once per turn. Next is Link Spider. I won this at 2. It's an Earth attribute, a Link 1, Cyber Link effect. 1,000 attack, takes 1 normal monster. Once per turn, you can special summon this 1 level 4 or lower normal monster from your hand to the zone this card points to. The only reason why I use this be, is because of the multiply. Next is Reaperdoka. Reaperdoka. I won this at 1. It's an Earth attribute. Link to 800 attack. Dinosaur Link effect. Takes 2 monsters. You can activate one of these effects. Declare 1 monster type. All face-up monsters this card points to becomes that type until the end of this turn. Declare 1 attribute. All face-up monsters this card points to become that attribute until the end of this turn. You can only use each of the following effects of choose Doka once per turn. Next is Quashy Dragon. I won this at 1. The light attribute, link to 1400 attack, cyber link effect. Takes 2 monsters to make it. This if this card you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy 1 monster, discard points 2 instead. Next is a Ditto Nightmare Package I won. Won't be showing all of them right away, but I'll be showing most of them right in a second. So first of all, I got one order, my bad. First of all, I got Nightmare Service. It's a link to 1600 attack, being effect link monster. Takes 2 monsters with different name. It discards link summon. You discard 1 card. Then target 1 special summon monster in your opponent's main monster zones. Destroy it. Then it discards code link. When this card activates the effect, you can draw 1 card. You can only use this effect of Nightmare Service once per turn. Code link monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. Next is Nightmare Phoenix. It's a fire attribute, 1900 attack, link to 2 monsters with different names, being link effect. If this card is link summoned, you can discard 1 card and target 1 spell trap your opponent controls, destroy it. Then, this card was code link. When you activate this effect, you can draw 1 card. You can only use this effect of Nightmare Phoenix once per turn. This card is code link. The monster you control cannot be destroyed by battle. So, yep. And the next one is Nightmare Unicorn. It's a dark attribute, 2200 attack, link 3, being link effect. They actually tell you where the arrows point to it, but it's fine. Fine, you guys can see hard enough to know where the arrow points to. It takes 2 plus monsters with different names. It discards link summon. You can discard 1 card and target 1 card on field. Return to the deck. Then if this card is golden link, when it activates this effect, you can draw 1 card. You can only use this effect of Nightmare Unicorn once per turn. While any code link Nightmare monster are on field for your normal draw in your draw phase. Draw 1 for each different card name among those codename Nightmare Monsters instead of drawing this once, 1 card. And that, next is Stargate Wizard. I won this at 1. Cyber effect. 2200 attack. Link 3. Earth attribute. 2 plus monsters except for tokens. This card gains these effects based on the number of codename monsters this card codename to. 1. If this card is codename, this card battles an opponent's monster. Any battle damage it affects is doubled to your opponent. 2. Once your turn, you can target one card on field, banish it. 3. Once your turn, when a card or effect is activated. Quick effect, you can negate the activation and you do to banish that card. And next is my last Nightmare monster one, which is Nightmare Shivers. It's a link for 2500 attack, Dark Attribute, Fiend, Link effect. Takes 2 monster plus with different names. If this card is link summoned, you can discard one card, then target one spell trap in your graveyard. Set it to your side of the field, but it cannot be activated this turn. Then, if this card was code linked while deactivated this effect, you can draw one card. You can only use this effect on Nightmare Griffin once per turn. Special summon monsters on the field cannot activate their effects unless they are code linked. Next is Skull Dread. I won this at 2. It's a link for 2800 attack, 2 plus monster with different names. This card gains the basic number of effects used for link summon. 2 plus, if a card is normal summon or special summon to a zone this card points to, that monster gains 300 attack and defense. 3. Once your turn, you can special summon one monster from your hand. And then 4. When this card is link summoned, you can draw 4 cards and place 3 cards from your hand on the bottom of your deck in any order. What I love about this is once per turn is this. Whenever you would get them out, just do it. And that's basically for that. So that I have a little bit of side on me. If I can show you. First, I just want to show you the tokens I use. I used the 5 kuriboh tokens. One looks a little bit different than the other ones, but yeah. Um, I have a ditto side package. I can run a little bit different for some of these. So I'm just going. This is what I have for my side package on me right now. I don't. This is not the full package. First is Link Armor Rush. It has 0 attack, Link 1, Spellcaster, Link effect. It's level 1, takes 1 level 1 monster. Except for tokens. Dark Attributes. You can target one face-up monster this card points to, equip that face-up monster to this card, maximum 1. You can only use this effect when Link's Armirage once per turn. This card gains attack equal to that monster equipped to. Now, I could run this in the main deck, but it's just it being not able to take tokens, it doesn't always come out fast as I need it, and Link Spider will be a little bit better for me right now. Next is Mind Control. Take control, well, it's a normal spell. Target one monster your opponent control until the end of this turn. Take control of that target, but it cannot encourage an attack or be tribute. And next is Detonate. It's a quick play spell. I want this as one of. Destroy as many face kuribohs or kuriboh tokens you control as possible, with the number of cards your opponent controls up to the number of kuriboh tokens destroyed by this. Uh, destroy all face up. Okay, I read that wrong. My bad. Let me try it again. Destroy all face up kuribohs and or kuriboh tokens you control, along with number of cards your opponent controls. Okay, I did not read that wrong. Okay, for a second time I did. Okay, yeah. And that's all I got to say for the extra deck for right now. I don't have all of it on me right this second. Yeah. Well, side deck, I'm gonna say. Not bad. But I hope you guys enjoyed the deck. It's a fun deck to play. It really is very fun to play. If you guys want to play it for yourself, you can play it at tournaments. Sure. Um, if you guys want to change up the deck profile that I've shown you, you can. Um, but it's my own way of building the Kuriboh deck. Still waiting for the next two Kuriboh monsters to come out. I don't think we'll get the third one. I don't think we'll get Kuriboh the Reborn. Um, the other Reborn one. I don't think we're getting that get as monster Reborn from deck to hand because of how the way it looks and stuff. But I'm not exactly sure. He might can only mind let us get it, and I hope they do because it would be a really good Kuriboh for us to have. Also, you saw that I was showing off on my Kuriboh mat. Don't it's not exactly the greatest Kuriboh mat. I really need to get a different one for my Kuribohs because this one's supposed to be for the Dark Magician Kuriboh, not exactly regular Kuriboh. But yeah, so and hope you enjoyed the deck and want to play at locals or play at tournaments, or regionals, whatever. Enjoy it and have fun with it. So, see you guys next time. Peace. This is 1917 signing off. Bye, guys.